Alright everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and today is episode number 2 of our brand new Kirkland Village series. So, let's get into it. So if you haven't had a chance yet to check out the first video in this series, I highly recommend you do it. I'll put a link above to your right, and I go into a little bit more detail in that video about kind of what we're going to be doing in this series and how it's different from our normal routine. Look, this series is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be a little different, but so let me give you a quick recap on what we're going to be doing. So in this series, we're not going to focus so much more on the specs of the houses and things like that. We're going to be taking a look at more of just the house itself, maybe ways it can be used, and we're just going to kind of explore it. This isn't a scripted channel. We just kind of go with the flow, and as it comes, it comes. And please, leave stuff in the comments. Let me know if you have questions or things you want to see in this series. Let's develop the series together. All right, so with that said, I want to take a quick moment to throw a shout out to our sponsor, Weffy's Closet. You can check her out at weffyscloset.com or on Instagram at @weffys_closet for all your jewelry needs today. Use code Mike10 at checkout for 10% off your whole order, as many times as you want, over and over and over. Mike10, that's the code specifically for our channel. There's no kickback for me. This is just me trying to help out a really awesome company. All right. So today on our series, we're going to be looking at the Kirkland department store / candy shop. This is from the same, same series, same box as the church from the first episode that we did. They come in, I think it was 1995, a 37-piece set. It was really cool, and this is another one from that series. In this, Kirkland world, we're going to explore a few houses from each of the different ones that I have. I've collected quite a few over the years and built up enough to hopefully have a really cool adventure through the years of Kirkland. I'm not going to go in any kind of order, nothing like that. This is completely winging it, flow, no scripts. We're doing it together, so let's roll. The department store. This is just a beautiful, beautiful house, okay? And let me tell you, when it comes to villaging, you need all kinds of things in your village. Some people want downtown squares, some people want, little shops, some people want everything from trick-or-treat houses. I mean, just anything, whatever it is, a neighborhood. This one will fit beautifully with any of that. You say, Mike, it would never go in a neighborhood. Well, think about it for a second. How many neighborhoods have little markets, little stores on the corners or, kind of around? This would fit in that. You have a downtown square. This will fit beautifully in that. So let's take a closer look at the house now. We're going to start right from the top. And again, in this series, we're not doing dimensions. We're not doing power. None of that stuff. We're looking directly at the house and just exploring, right? I've said it a million times, so here we go. Starting from the top, you're going to see so much detail in the Kirkland stuff. And with the scale and how you can use it, it's got to be, in my opinion, maybe one of the most versatile collection. Is that how you say it? Versatile? Oh, man. Anyways, versatile collections of all time. I mean, again, like I said about the church, you can use these in any position. You don't have to worry about, look, there's a cable coming out the back or a plug on the back. No, not with the Kirkland stuff. You can use it in any direction, and it's going to look great in your village. And when I display a lot of the Kirkland stuff, I do the same. I'll put one of their houses, right in the middle of town square because I'm not worried about, it looks like the back, it looks weird. No, it fits beautifully. So, starting from the top, you're going to see a beautiful green roof, and their color selection is just brilliant through the whole collection. As you'll see, the colors are very consistent, and it kind of reminds me of Friends, that TV show Friends. I don't know why, but the roof kind of feels that way to me. So it's really cool. They got a couple different chimneys up there. And that sky window up there, that long rectangular sky window, is that a word? Oh, this is going to be a mess. Anyways, that is kind of just that vibe that I'm telling you about. And again, look at the detail. I mean, they have all the little trims and the indentions, and no matter where you look on a Kirkland piece, it's going to be detailed, it's going to be quality, and it's going to be right for your village. They will offer something that will fit your village well, no matter what the theme is. They have so many collections over the years. There's really something for everybody, and once you buy one, you're going to want to collect them all. And yes, that was a text message from my mom. So moving on here, I'm going to let the camera just kind of roll through different shots and just kind of do a voiceover like we did in the first video. But please take the time, look closely on this, because I really want you to see that detail that I'm talking about. So as we move more towards the front of the house, the middle of the house, you're going to notice the windows. And the windows, check this out, and all the Kirkland stuff all have that same style square window for the most part. They may be in different shapes, but the square pattern inside is pretty much the same. And it's kind of a signature, thing when it comes to the Kirkland windows and the Kirkland feel. You expect to see that kind of stuff from Kirkland. And you're going to notice, again, look at the brickwork. Look at the contrast between the trim, the brickwork, and even just the regular wall. It looks like stucco or something like that. I mean, look at that. I mean, it has a little gold peak trim. It has the wood. There's detail everywhere. And as you move even further down, you're going to see that it actually has a label. It's the department store. It's the candy shop. It's like a 2-in-1, which that's killer. It's not just one place. It's two places. And when you put, all these houses are in big collections. And when you put them up all together, it just adds to your village story. It adds to your feel. It adds to that overall, magic. It's the only way I can describe the Kirkland stuff is just true magic. And even if you look at like the base of the house, that stonework, again, detail. They don't skip out just because it's a small piece of the house. No, they go for it 100%. And we're going to be looking at all different angles of this house, and you're going to notice whether it's the side, the back, the roof, there's just always something to be had there, and that's partly what makes them so universal, which makes them one of my favorite brands, because to have the capability of just putting a house dead center in the middle of your village with a bunch of other things around it, other houses, everything, and it still looked like it was meant to be there, that is just gold. So something else I'd like to mention is during this series, all the different houses we're going to be looking at are going to be that old school feel. They're going to be like that porcelain with the single light bulb that goes inside. My favorite, that is just classic Christmas. I mean, it really is. And I know Halloween, all the different seasons had them, but growing up, there was something about a classic lit Christmas house that really felt like home to me. And I just gravitated towards it every year. And honestly, growing up around the Kirkland stuff every year, it was one of my favorite villages. I looked forward every year to this specific house, to the church, all the different ones that I'm going to be showing you guys. These are houses that I personally grew up with, so I have a real attachment to them, and I really want to get the word out because there's not much out there about them. Like I told you in the church video, try researching these. There's no info out there. Very, very little other than what people are selling, and they don't even have all that much info because it's just not there. So with all of that said, I have rambled on more than enough. It's clear that I love the Kirkland stuff, and we're going to be going through this series, and like I said, get involved. Don't just sit back and watch. If you want to, that's great. I appreciate you being here, but get involved. It's something I want to do together with this channel. Is everything we do, I want it to be a part of all of us. Let's build together. So let me know in the comments below. Did you like this? What do you want to see more? Do you want different information about this stuff? Help me. If you find something out there, send it to me. I want to see it. Maybe we'll throw it in a video, So look, I love this house. I'm so excited for this series. There's going to be many, many more to come. This is episode number 2. If you haven't seen episode number 1, definitely check that out. I'll put a link in the description below. But as always, thank you so much for continuing to support my channel. And please, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you on the next one.